This no exaggeration. Come up and died right here. America.
Man, really dying, bro. I'm talking about like they knocking shit down and
everybody here is killers. Everybody. The basketball player, the cameraman, everybody, ain't nobody going here.
We predators. You know what I'm saying? The prey, we predators. You go on the drill and you shot with your eyes closed or you froze up or you was back there shaking like a stripper. Oh, we finna eat you. To send you out, we finna manipulate you, we finna eat you because you ain't one of us. And if you ain't one of us, you one of them.
Kids and bodies out here like driving tickets. You come home the same day.
I had my ducks in a row. So when you have your ducks in a row, you know how she go.
There's 3 attempted murders, 3 aggravated assaults, and 3 employments over 5 on. I was looking at that in 100 years.
When you're facing 100 years, what's going through your mind?
Stress. Stress.
Did you ever think you could have been a civilian and gone down the other path? Was that, do you reckon that ever an option for you?
hey man, we ain't got shit but the streets in our blood, bro. We really about their life, bro. You hear me?
It's beef until we both dead.
And bro, if that's the mindset, how does it ever end?
To death do us part. I really love this shit. You feel me? I like to get out and play. You hear me? You feel me? I'd have been on both sides of that gun. You feel me? So I know what's going on. You feel me?
Our city's so small that when these people beefing with each other, they're gonna see each other.
Because guess what, man? The streets run too far. You can never outrun the streets.
I can't keep my time, but we kiss your brother and your cousin. You can rap all you want, you can't get your phone.
You don't even got time to heal, cause it's another death coming like next week. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit happened so much, bro. I ain't gonna let.
Well, stay in danger at the same time, though, like, cause you never know it's your last day, bro.
Ooh, I've been shot on 4 different occasions.
On 4 different occasions?
Yeah, I still got bullets in my body to this day.
I'm back again with another documentary. This time I'm in Memphis. To give you an understanding of how dangerous Memphis actually is, in 2023 in London there was 109 murders and in Memphis there's 397. But the population in London was 9 million and the population in Memphis was 620,000. So you're 25 times more likely to be murdered in Memphis than in London.
Said I was a snitch. I ain't got right on his ass. That bitch ain't got in the face. But she doing that. They try to play with my life. Just because I ain't right. I'm front line by my gang. Nigga, I feel like Rosa Parks. We got more eyes than high man. Tony Starr. I'll pop a nigga in the shit. You ain't got the heart. Nigga, I wanna add. I say add it to the car. We got 2 B's on this. Hey, buy the bitch at 3 road.
And the reason I've come to Memphis is as well, for the last 5 years, it's been in the top 5 for the murder capital in America.
Yeah, they died yesterday on the block, man. She really go on, I ain't gonna lie.
Yesterday.
Shit, he caught necking your ass hit.
Facebook.
In this city right here in Memphis, you feel me? On God, and I ain't really from here, but you know I stay danger down there, do what's going on.
We don't do no capping. We are not capping rappers. We ain't getting our chains snatched, you hear me? Like robbing us, smacking the back of the head, send us to the store, none of that shit. This shit real facts. I got like the prosecutor try to give me 20 shooters. How you do? 15K, I got a deuce. Call a truce, cut him loose, press a button, hit his head. 20 victims, 1 Glock, that shit almost in summit fed. Praying to the Lord, but I don't think he listened to what I said. 30 days up out the cat, I already left 2.
You're right, bro. What's the name?
Killer, FWL Killer.
And where are we at?
10. We in Orange Mountain, Tennessee. One of the dangerous cities around us, one of the dangerous hoods around us. Murder capital, you hear me?
And bro, what was it like growing up in this kind of environment?
Like shit, it was hard. You hear me? Like getting murdered to shit. Man, hard around this, but you know what I'm saying? It's either get around the survival of the fittest.
And bro, why do you think Memphis has such a dangerous reputation?
Man, that's just like, I like Memphis. I ain't gonna lie, Memphis just like Mississippi. See, where we from, Where we from, it's an enclosed environment. Memphis just bigger, and the whole city on the same time, man. Get what? I like the lifestyle.
How'd you earn the name that you've got? That's the first time I've heard anyone being called Killer.
Killer. You said, have I earned the name? Earned the name?
Why do people...
Yeah, I feel like I earned the name. Or they said it was a bullshit.
Yeah, they call him Killer like that.
You're right, bro. What's the name?
6 Figure Trigger.
Nice to meet you, 6 Figure Trigger.
Nice to meet you, man.
And first question must be, how'd you get a name like 6 Figure Trigger?
I just do rich shit, you know. Do money daily.
And how'd the word trigger get in there?
Trigger. I didn't name myself Trigger. See my finger, this finger was kind of itchy, and I had a habit of just doing this kind of motion right here. I was stuck in that motion. Now I'm stuck in this motion right here, but I was stuck in that motion. So you add 1 + 1 is 2. There's a couple of people that can tell you about dude.
What's going on with it? Bam, man. My bitch caught an attitude, so I went shopping Cabo Rouge. This ain't nothing new. I've been in the ladies since a juvie. This ain't nothing new. I've been talking shit since I was toothless. I've been on the track with this shit. My AP, Apple Blossom. This shit, where it go down in? Where it go down.
What's this area known for?
Shit. Getting money, man. Getting money, man. I'm gonna leave it at this. They get some money.
And bro, why did you jump off the porch? Was it no choice, or tell me your story?
It was about porch, but I grew up 12 deep in a 2-bedroom apartment.
And what age did you jump off the porch?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I've been out the porch. I jumped on Vilo, man. I was about 12. I stamped it. I was 12. So I mean, catch that height. Got pawned up. I stamped.
Man, I was the first baby, not a crack baby. So all my aunties and uncles on drugs, my dad on drugs. So it wasn't nothing like, I was out there exploring.
Kiddo, would you say you had a choice?
I had no choice. I had a choice. I take that back. I had a choice. It was either either starve, go get on your own, or suffer. You hear me? Like, so I had this option I had. Like,
this shit was going on around me. Everything was going on around me. We was thugging shit. That shit that was going on. That's all I seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, seen growing up. Everybody, fad cars, night cars, and shit, dope boys and shit. So that shit just made me want to get into that type of shit.
I didn't have no older peer to guide me through anything. So I was out there and exploring. This is what South Memphis molded. This neighborhood, this area of Memphis, this is what it molded me right here. So it wasn't by choice, it was more Disney about force. I'm sliding through South Memphis in the 2-seater. It's just room for my pistol I don't need. Keyboard killers, I control, Alt then delete. It's the button on the Glock, don't make me press repeat. Mama crying, hiding, they thought shit was sweet. But they pick with the wrong booger when they with me. I throw the first.
Yo, bro, what's the name?
It's poppin', got Lil Migo, Ice in the City, CMG Heavy Count.
And where are we at the moment?
We're in Memphis, Tennessee, Fraser.
Hey, man, it's white folk. I am that I am and who I ain't, I'll never be.
And where are you from, white folk?
Man, I'm born, raised, bred, and fed in Memphis, Tennessee.
And what's this area known for?
You know, everything, motherfucker. Shooting, stealing your car, cranking your shit, you feel me? Selling dope, all type of shit going on around this motherfucker. Same shit in the other hood, though, you know?
Would you say Memphis is dangerous?
Why, man, Memphis dangerous as hell. Hey, you better be glad you called me out here to get you here.
What's your definition of a crash out?
A crash out? Shit, nobody ain't got shit. Ain't got shit to live for and go do whatever for whatever, you feel me? Somebody who just do anything without thinking. Crash out, per se. Just say if you got into somebody on Facebook, right? They got to arguing. And they just start arguing when they go kill them. Then think about that shit. That's a crash out, you feel me? And it wasn't probably for a reason. They might be arguing over a bitch, or they might be arguing about whose shoes the freshest. That's a crash out, you feel me? It ain't got no sensible reason. That's a crash out.
Man, this shit bigger than Chicago, bro. Like, hey, man, you'll get your ass whacked in the city, bro.
All praises be to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son and the Holy Spirit. Call Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And shalom to the believers that subscribe and listen to this truth wholeheartedly through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai. Memphis, the most violent city mentioned in the scriptures, which I'm entitled is something to that liking. But nevertheless, you saw the clip in the beginning of the video, and I was inspired to do a word search on Memphis in the scriptures. So the judgment concerning Memphis is in the scriptures. Now, when you go into the blue letter, this is the scripture that comes up, the book of Hosea, chapter 9. All right. And I'm just going to start right here at the top. It says, O people of Israel, do not rejoice as other nations do, for you have been unfaithful to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hiring yourselves out like prostitutes, worshiping other gods on every threshing floor. So now your harvest will be too small to feed you. There will be no grapes for making new wine. And you saw in the video where Jake was like, he felt like he was forced to be in the violent lifestyle. All right, these violent lifestyles that our people are, what they would say, trapped in. Okay, in the trap. And ultimately Esau, Edom, the wicked, the most violent man on the face of the earth. All right, matter of fact, the scriptures say he weigheth the violence of his hands in the earth. So ultimately what our people have become is like the wicked, and even more wicked than the wicked. And when you look, which I'm going to get the article, Lord will, when you look at the population of Memphis, which is under 1 million, compared to other major cities, there is way more violent crimes that go down. Okay. Now, amongst major cities in America, Memphis is only one of the only cities that is found in the Bible. All right. And when you read about Memphis in the scriptures, you'll see there's judgment pronounced against Memphis. Okay, there's judgment pronounced against our people coming from Memphis, which I just found that interesting, because the spirit of a place never dies. All right. So I'm going to continue on, and I'm going to go to the Bible Hub after I read the article to show you even more scriptures, right? But let's proceed. Hosea 9:3. You may no longer stay here in the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai's land. Instead, you will return to Egypt. All right. And our people ultimately never returned to Egypt under the rule of Pharaoh after they were delivered by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai under the lead of Moses. Okay. Under the lead of King Moses. Now, when the Ptolemies, all right, the Greeks took over Egypt, we were under the captivity. So you can say we came back to Egypt then. All right. But ultimately, this applies to today. All right. Which this place is spiritually America. That is, this place is spiritually Egypt. Okay. Which this is Revelation 11:8, which I'll get this in the KJV because they go off. This is Revelation 11:8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Okay, so that city is Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, known today as America. All right, and Memphis is actually a capital city in America. It's the distribution capital of the world. All right, and also it's known to be the murder capital. All right. But that's because judgment was pronounced against Israel being in Memphis. Okay. So let's look at it. Hosea 9:4. There you will make no offerings of wine to the Lord. None of your sacrifices there will please him. They will be unclean, like food touched by a person in mourning, all who present such sacrifices will be defiled. They may eat this food themselves, but they may not offer it to the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. What then will you do on festival days? How will you observe the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's festivals? Even if you escape destruction from Assyria, Egypt will conquer you, and Memphis will bury you. And that's heavy, man. Okay? Because the death toll here is within the top 10, all right, of the most dangerous cities in the world. So this is from 9news.com. It says these are the world's 20 most dangerous cities, all right? These are the 20 most dangerous cities in the world, all right? So I put the link in the description box, Lord willing, I remember. Now, amongst the top 20, this is in the world, not in the country, by the way. There's only a couple cities in America that's in the top 20. All right, number 20 is Albuquerque, New Mexico, USA. All right, so I'm only going to read the ones that's in America. All right. Number 16, Detroit, USA. It says over 41,000 crimes are reported in Detroit annually. Over a quarter of those are violent crimes per neighborhood scout. All right. So Albuquerque, Detroit, and number 16. And number 14, Baltimore. Baltimore, USA has a crime index of 74.7. There is 1 in 64 chance of becoming a victim of a violent crime in Baltimore, according to Neighborhood Scout. All right. So there's 3 cities in the top 20 from America. Here we go. Number 10. All right. Number 10, Memphis, Tennessee. It says the crime index in Memphis, USA is 76.5. More than 60,000 crimes are reported in Memphis every year, according to the Neighborhood Scout, and over 15,000 of those are violent crimes. And then when you go through the rest of these, none of the other cities, all right, in the top 10 are from America. Okay. So amongst all the cities in the world, Memphis is the only city in America that ranks in the top 10 for most violent cities in the world. And I found that interesting, considering that Memphis is actually spoken of in the prophetic scriptures. Now, when you go to the Bible Hub, all right, you go to the Bible Hub, which Hosea 9:6, we already read that, okay, which is actually in the KJV. I'm not going to get all these. This is Jeremiah 46:19, right, in New International Version. Let's see. We'll go back. It says, pack your belongings for exile, you who live in Egypt, for Memphis will be laid waste and lie in ruins without inhabitant. Okay, New Living Translation. Pack up, get ready to leave for exile, you citizens of Egypt. The city of Memphis will be destroyed without a single inhabitant. And you best believe, like I was saying, like Memphis being like the distribution capital of the USA. There's missiles. All right, there's several missiles already set with GPS destinations for this city, man. Okay. A lot of the hubs are here. You know, you got FedEx, Nike, you know, Amazon. You got a lot of oil refineries here. You know, you got Valero, okay. But yeah, no doubt. All right, this place is ultimately as violent as it is because Yahweh Shem Yahushua pronounced judgment against it. And you can't get around it. You can't deny this, man. All right. Let's see. This is Ezekiel 30:16. Okay, let's see what translation. A New International Version. I will set fire to Egypt. Pelusium will reap in agony. Thebes will be taken by storm. Memphis will be in constant distress. New Living Translation. Yes, I will set fire to all Egypt. Pelusium will be racked with pain. Thebes will be torn apart. Memphis will live in constant terror. These scriptures is cold, man. All right. You can't deny the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. It say Memphis will be in constant terror. All right. And if you've seen that clip in the beginning of this video, you know, it's obvious what type of time, you know, these YNs, these young degenerate niggas, these YDNs, all right, are on, man. You know, and they take pride in it. You know, they love this lifestyle of death. Okay. And the scriptures speak about how the love of money is the root of all evil. All right. And one of the main things here is robbery. Okay. And ultimately, a lot of those robberies end in death. I want to get one more. Maybe two. Yeah, Jeremiah 2:16. New International Version. It says, also the men of Memphis and Taphanenes have cracked your skull. New Living Translation. Egyptians marching from their cities of Memphis and Taphanenes have destroyed Israel's glory and power. And that's one of the sayings today. You know, Jake talk about in the streets when they want to do something bad to you. You know, I'll crack your skull, nigga. Man. So this place is hell, man. You know, this place is hell. And, you know, every day you go out here without the hedge of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai covering you, you know, you subject to the judgment. All right. Are you subject to be a victim of violent crime, you know? So that's why prayer, you know, is constantly needed. You need that hedge of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You need the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to call upon so that he can set you upon that strong tower, man. You know, keep you away from these young degenerate niggas. All right. But nevertheless, you know, ultimately, this is a testament, okay, against 2/3 of our people. You know, like this judgment is pronounced against 2/3, not against the elect. All right. Mercy is to his elect. All right. That was pretty much it. Let me see, was it anything else? Yeah, that was pretty much it, man. So with that, Lord will, you were edified, and give all praises, honor, and glory once again to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Achakodash, Kwam Yasharala, Abab, Abal, Rise Israel, destroy confusion, Shalom, Lava, Chayim. Peace to the elect.
Everybody here is killers. Everybody. the guy at the beauty supply store, the basketball player, the cameraman, everybody, ain't nobody going here. You know what I'm saying? And all us, we look at ourselves as kings. So here, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just not going. Like, at any moment of the day in Memphis, it can just go down right there.
You're right, bro. What's your name?
Man, I'm Wicked, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
And where are we at the moment?
Oh, we at my film studio in Memphis, in East Memphis to be exact.
And what happens in the studio?
Well, we do live performances, we do music videos. We got a studio back there, I'm an A&R. You know, I do a lot of stuff in the city, but what I do in here, I just create.
So how long have you been in Memphis?
I've been in Memphis 38 years. I'm 38 years old. I was born and raised here.
And what was it like growing up here?
It was cool, but you know, you see stuff living where I grew up at. Like, I grew up in Fraser in North Memphis. So I grew up in a place called, I was born and raised, like North Memphis, Fraser. So you see a lot. And you know, you see some good, but you see a lot of bad too. But you can stay out the way. I mean, if you mind your own business, pretty much stay out the way, but every now and then people who do that, something happens to them too, so.
I know y'all I'm looking at y'all. Oh, let's see. I know y'all think, but I'm letting y'all know. It's a school office. Come through here.
Oh.
Y'all here?
Okay.
Y'all follow what I'm saying.
You just the blog.
I already know. Just follow what I'm saying. Next time, just so y'all know what we're hearing people say.
Y'all go. Nah, he's great. He just telling them clear shit up.
Yes, sir. Y'all have to go.
He saying they look suspicious with them black masks on.
My boy here working Chris within 5.
What area? And have you had any run-ins yourself, I guess, working in the studio with the younger generation?
Yeah, I had some run-ins. I done been in shootouts. You know what I'm saying? We done been in shootouts. My car done got shot. My car got shot up on Christmas Eve at a video shoot. My Corvette sitting over there. Yep. We had to duck for cover. I almost lost my life that night.
I was about to cuss her at night, and it was like attempted robbery. And I ended up getting shot in the shoulder, in the face.
What was the circumstances? You just shooting a video?
I was shooting a music video on Christmas Eve, and a shootout broke out. Yep, we had to hit the floor, and then I jumped in my car, and realized that my car had been shot up.
I don't think they really got much. I was with one of my partners, and you know, it went bad, but I didn't die though, so I'm here. So it was a thing that I went back to the hood, cause that's where I used to make my money at.
And how did you feel after that?
Something gotta change. I gotta change the music genre that I'm dealing with. This ain't life. Why did I get money to get in these situations still? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing?
Like, I can go over there and cut hair. I was charging like $7, $10. I can go over there and make like $200 for the day out.
Yeah.
Like, just by going to the neighborhood. My mom was like, don't go back over there. But, you know, I had to go back over there because they showed me love when I was getting money over there, so it was cool, and I was practicing.
The people we was out there with had money, you know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, why are we still in these situations? Because we still going to the places where we was broke. Now we want to go over there with money. It's not gonna work like that.
It's poverty. When there ain't no money around, like it's tax time right now, I promise to God the murder rate finna go down. Soon these taxes go away, it's back murder again. Ain't no money, killing. And then this what people value down here. If I move to the West Coast, they value hustles and money. In Memphis, they don't value the guy that's spanking the most, whoever got the most bodies and getting away with it and all this. So it's about what's being praised. Murder is praised where I'm from. People praise the killers. The killers get the most love.